Hey everyone, it's Austin, and welcome back to the channel. It's day 336 on my journey to 2000, where I'll be uploading a video about my journey every day until I make it there. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're digging what I'm doing, and let's make it happen. Alright. After yesterday's loss, we're at 1830. Hopefully going into today with a fresh mindset. And we'll see how challenging it is to find a game today. I'm excited to review the game that I played yesterday with my coach to see what kind of moves I could have played while he was just waiting. And if there was ways for me to try to create play without creating so much risk. Because I definitely want to stick to not wanting to draw positions if I don't have to. But I need to find ways to create practical problems for my opponent without opening myself up to so much counterplay, which was the exact part of yesterday. So, you know, it's all about taking personal responsibility for your part in what happened, and that's what I'm gonna do to try to combat that in the future. Alright. I'm really trying to play a 15-minute game. We'll give it another 30 seconds. I don't know why I can't find somebody. This never used to happen. I don't know. Like, maybe people just aren't playing 15-10 on chess.com anymore. I know a lot of people play this time format on Lichess instead. Yay. We waited and we were rewarded. White pieces. Poland. Not to be confused with Indonesia that has the red stripe on top. We're going anti-Nimzo. Queen's Gambit decline transposition into the Catalan opening. He takes immediately, so this is the open Catalan. Interesting. So it's all about if you play a4 or knight e5 first. So if you play knight e5 now, then it's push? How does he block the... He goes knight here. I feel like a4 is the correct move first. Knight e5, knight d5, e4. Knight b6. a4, knight takes. I'd probably sack the rook. a4. I don't want him to be able to play bishop b7. So I think I have to play knight here. I think. I don't know. This is what I was talking about in the other day's video, is that the theory is just so much. Okay, perhaps I've made a mistake. I don't feel like I've made a mistake, but perhaps I have. He played that move very quickly. Let's take with the queen. Let's take here. And let's go thrust with e4. e4, his knight has to go back to where it came from. No. It chooses to go here. I feel like I need to castle, so let's castle. Now I think I need to play this more slowly. Now that he was able to castle, I don't think I can just blow up the position. Just kind of silently calculating. Hope you guys don't mind. D5 now. Takes, knight takes, bishop takes. Hitting the rook. What do we think about that, guys? What do we think about that? What do we think about knight a3? Knight a3 targets the pawn. You can't defend it like this. How do you defend it? You can't defend it like this. We'll just take. And then take. And then we'll have the light squared bishop and be like the happiest person in the entire world. We'll have split pawns on the queen side. What does he do after this? There's just no other way to defend the pawn. I guess he could go here, but then I would just take. No, he would just go there because I can't. I would have to take, and then he would take with this. And then my knight would just be trapped on the corner of the board. Does that make sense to you guys? Knight a3, knight e7, and I have to respond because this knight is hanging. So perhaps in that position I can play knight c5, knight c6. But that's just a lot. Knight c6, queen c7, d5 defending the knight, takes. Oi, 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 oi. Kind of hate it, but I kind of love it. It's weird because the Catalana is one of those openings where you have to make every move with passion. You have to play quickly. You have to, not like literally quickly, but you can't waste any time in the position. Now, if he pushes, obviously we just take this, or we just take the pawn. We would probably take this, though, so that way we keep this pawn defended with the queen. It's weird because a lot of times I think the A rook ends up on d1 in the Catalan, but I really am pushing towards getting the F rook to d1 instead. Does that not just hang a pawn? No, it's defended. Okay. Well, it appears that I have terribly misthought the situation. All right. All right, baby. Damn it. Well. All right. This pawn is hanging. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, Austin, what have you done? Let's go here. Let's just defend the pawn. Threaten this kind of an idea, potentially. Even though it's not a threat at all. This knight isn't even hanging. Pain. Valid. Very valid. Is e5 the vibe here? If he takes, I can play knight takes, opening my bishop. And if knight takes, pawn takes, queen's hit, bishop's hit. Okay, he was really ready for that one. Okay. Hated that. Now he can probably blockade it. This square is super weak. Yeah. Before anything else, let's just go here and defend this square a little bit, I think. But boy, let me tell you, my position feels jacked up. I'm pretty sure that like when they played these b5 ideas that it's like supposed to be really good for white, but I just never can seem to execute. I just need more practice in the positions. This 3-on-1 majority is super scary. Like, even if material was equal, like, let's not forget that he's still up that pawn that he took at the beginning of the game. Wow, that's interesting. That is interesting. Okay. You're here. The bishop is now defended as well. I don't know, I feel like I'm not doing very good here. Yeah, it's not going great for me right now. I don't know, let's go here. I honestly don't really know what to play. I mean, he can just trade the light squared bishops and be better, to be honest. Like, that's the part that sucks. If he goes here, I might take here first. Okay. So takes. Takes, takes. Takes, takes, takes. He moves the knight. The knight is trapped. He takes this. I take that back. He has a 3-on-0 on the queen side. Otherwise, I take this. And he takes this. And I just literally have no play. I think I gotta take this. As much as I hate it, my queen is in, like, a terrible position now. Yep. Let's bring it right back. I don't fully understand the purpose of that move. I guess he wants to push. Well, good news, buddy. You're about to get to do that. Here, I think this. Finally kicks my knight out. If I go here, the knight has no play for the rest of the game. I mean, like, literally nothing. So I'm thinking about making this stupid maneuver. But he just plays this. My knight's dead anyway. So at least here it defends the pawn, I guess. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, this guy's really good. Play this. I'm so toast in this position. Like, I hope you guys realize just, like, how lost I am. Like, it's actually insane how lost I am. If I go here, he just goes here. But, I mean, what better do I have? Here. He might even play that. I mean, I don't know what else to play, and I'm, like, literally getting low on time. So, might as well play something. Yep. I guess bring the knight back. I don't know. You're here. Takes. No matter where I move my queen in that position, his knight can come in with tempo on it. I don't know. I don't know. Here I could do this. Just trying to do my best here. I'm excited to analyze this game. God, I wish I was better at the Catalan, man. Here, can he just take, actually? Here, takes. Promotes. Yeah. I think he can just take, so I think I have to take. knight takes is interesting. Knight takes is interesting. I mean, you just pinned your knight, so I'm not entirely sure why you did that. This pawn is backwards, so it's a weakness for me long term for sure. I feel like pawn takes was just so natural there. I want to get my knight here. Hit this pawn. Very simple idea. I'm a simple kind of man, though. Pardon me? He's giving me a second chance at life here. Thinking this, that hangs the pawn. I mean, this is like the only logical move, but then check. This is the only move that stops the check and defends the pawn. This move also allows check. I feel like I have to play this to defend the check. I don't know what the move is here. Is it this? I have a minute. I feel like it's this. I don't know, I just feel like it is. I don't know what to play. His pawns are just gonna start walking me down. Let's go here. We're running this. I don't know. I don't have enough time to think. Check. Probably wins the game. Because the two connected pass pawns are going to be too much for me. No, perhaps just this move was better. I think it was. I don't know. Oh, it's so hard to say. Such little time. He has 11 minutes to think about it. And whatever he plays, I have 40 seconds. I think he might play this, and then I'm going to play this. If he plays this, then I feel like I'm kind of just toast, to be honest. Okay, that move. Excuse me. Let's go here. This is still pinned, because that rook is undefended, pressuring this as well. Damn. Damn. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I mean, what can you say? Like, perks of being literally out of time. No way. The forced queen trade. Might as well go for this, I guess. He has to play this move. Well, he could play rook back too, probably, and just win the game, but... It's just completely winning for him, obviously, but I'm gonna keep playing. I never understand this about opponents, man. It's like they're in a completely winning position and they play slowly when they've been playing the entire game as fast as they can. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. GG. I was never better. He played a 94. So 95 is the best move, 95 is the best move, castles is best. Let's look at the explorer. A4 is played most often in this position, but castles is the best move. Castles, bishop b7. A4, black wins 50% of games here. Wow, e4 is a mistake. What? Here, but then just this. Knight a4. But this is just so equal. This is a mistake. I didn't see that move at all. Rotating his piece to the center. It's just -3. Like I said, the queenside majority. It's what did me in. I mean, blundering this fork wasn't even a mistake. That's how winning he was when he's only up. It was equal material in this position, but it's still -5 on the eval. God, that's 3 losses in a row, dude. I don't even feel like I did anything wrong. What are you supposed to play instead of e4? Knight c3. f6. Knight g4 is asinine. I mean, like... What? Bishop b7, hanging the pawn. Knight takes b5. Queen d7, hitting the knight. Now e4, hanging the knight. Counterattacking his knight. Castles. Knight c3. Okay. And this is plus 0.6. Okay, so let's look at the opening explorer or something. D takes. Bishop g2 is played most often. a6 is the most common move. We know that. That's the main line. But what did he play? He played b5. Which is supposed to be better for us. Okay, I have a study. Hang tight with me 1 second while I pull it up. I'm gonna go full video. Go back to studies. It's hard to find, man. There are so many. Okay, here we go. Open Catalan with b5. b5 is one of the least common. The b2 bishop will soon be able to threaten the undefended rook on a1. The knight is ready to jump to e5. So this is the exact position that we got. We played knight e5. Knight d5, a4, c6, castles. So what did I play? I played takes. Okay, but castles is better. Bishop b7, e4 now, knight f6, knight c3. Interesting. So I played this, I played this. No, he played check. Is that in my study? It is not. Okay. Gross. Sack a piece and checkmate him in the center of the board. Let's look at some of the sidelines. A4 is the engine's recommendation, but he's not recommending it. Sure. If you castle instead of taking, then you could do this b3 idea. Yeah, like this kind of goes into, I guess, like the dream position. But that didn't happen, obviously. Let's look at the Lichess database, actually. I don't even know how to get to it. Openings. Explorer. D4. This was the move order he played. Then he took, and then I played this. And then he played b5. And I played knight e5, and he played knight d5. And then I played a4, and he played... Wow. No games found in the Masters database in this position. Let's turn on the Lichess engine and see what it says. Bishop d2, knight d2. I mean, I played bishop d2, which I think is the correct move. And then bishop takes, queen takes. c6 is incredibly valid. Now, Lichess is saying to capture before castling. Chess.com didn't like that so much though. C6. Takes, castles. Is a terrible move, apparently. What? Well, I played e4 first. Sorry. I'm just clicking all my tabs instead of being careful at which one I'm clicking on. Takes. I played e4 here. Knight c3 is what the engine on Lichess likes here as well. And then it's giving the same thing. f6, this stupid stuff. Knight g4. So stupid, man. Okay. Delete this move. C6, only 2 games here, and then this transposes so we get more positions. Let's look at the Lichess database. A takes, C takes, Knight c3, makes a whole lot of sense. Forgive my phone going off. Knight c3, I just really didn't like this. No, but why didn't... It was in a different position that I didn't like this. I'm confusing myself now. It was in this position I didn't like that move. Because obviously here, like, he can push it, and I'm not just trading the knight. But Knight c3 is just the best move. I was just overthinking it. I wanted to castle first, but I also wanted to castle before I played e4, but I played e4 first. I don't remember why I did what I did. Oh, I don't remember. But Knight c3 is just the best move. And then we get this whole goofball line. Knight b4, castles. We just don't care if he does this. Just knight e2, defending the pawn. Just work around it. f5 is crazy work. Knight e3, hitting a pawn. If you take this, we take on c4. Probably coming here next, I guess. Here is an idea as well. Bishop d5, b3. I mean, this is just so engine-y. It's insane. Here, what are you going to give him? 2 connected pawns in the center of the board. Okay, so... I mean, is knight g4, like, can some of you guys comment? Like, is knight g4 an idea in the Catalan? Because I've never seen this before. And there's, like, a lot of lines leaning towards knight g4 after getting booted from e5. Just push right away. If you take, it's probably pretty good for us. None of this really matters because my knight's on the wrong square. I completely overlooked that he could just play a6. I saw the bishop wasn't here and I thought that the rook wasn't defended. So it's just entirely my bad. Like a6 here is just the best move. Rook to the center. Queen stepping off the file. Knight g4 again. Like, what? Where are you going? Queen f4 makes a lot more sense, restricting the movement of the rook. Bishop b7. d5 now. Opening everything up. Okay, now it's saying it's minus 1.5. Even though I'm playing the engine's recommendations. I don't know. Whatever. The Catalan might be too deep for me, dog. Huh. I can't believe I'm saying that, but... I feel like it shouldn't be that easy to get an equalizing position against it. It's supposed to be a really reputable opening. E4 being a mistake is just crazy work, honestly. Like, I can't believe that E4 is a mistake. Anyway, I need to stop, analyzing this and driving myself crazy. So, if you guys made it this far in the video, thank you very much. I appreciate it as always. Here's to hoping that tomorrow I can actually get a win again. It's been a while, but this is how it happens. You win a lot and then you lose a lot, at least in my experience. So, like I said, thank you very much. I appreciate it as always. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.